Welcome to my channel Syndicate Academy of English Language. My name is RP Gangwar and today I am going to tell you about English, right? अभी recently I have read one article in Times of India. Times of India में मैंने एक article पढ़ा तो right उसमें लिखा हुआ था कि English is the fastest growing language in the world. राइट क्या लिखा? इंग्लिश इज द फास्टेस्ट ग्रोइंग लैंग्वेज इन द वर्ल्ड कि एट दिस टाइम इन द वर्ल्ड इंग्लिश इज द फास्टेस्ट ग्रोइंग लैंग्वेज इन द वर्ल्ड. राइट, it means at this time mostly countries they are going to adopt English language because today's scenario whatever you want to do up to the world level only English language is ultimate language by which you can express. And if you want to do job in your own country and in foreign country anywhere, if you know how to speak English very easily you can plant yourself. But if you are not able to speak English then you cannot plant even in your own country and in a foreign country. Foreign country there is no chance, right? So if you are working in your own country and you know how to speak English then you are getting, if you are not able to speak English then you are getting salary 10,000 and if you know how to speak English then you are getting salary 15,000. You are a teacher, you are working in private sector, you are teaching in private sector or you are working multinational companies, all places if you can express your views in English, right, then you are appointed very soon. If you are not able to speak English then in an interview you are disappointed because at this time if you are going to appear in any company in any interview, mainly we are talking about the schools, right? If there are two teachers they have taken the same degrees, right, and same skills they have, now they are going to appear in an interview and one teacher he can speak English perfectly and one who is not able to speak English perfectly, then the management or the interviewer whom he is going to hire, वो किसको hire करेगा? You know, 100% he is going to hire that person who is able to speak English. Because if your subject is slightly weak, no problem, because mostly management schools they are saying कि if you are teaching in the class, suppose you are teaching maths and you can teach maths fully in English, आप math को fully English में पढ़ा सकते हैं, but after the class if students are standing in the ground, अगर students ground में खड़े हुए हैं at that time, how can you speak in English, right? How can you say them कि hello boys, why are you standing here? आप यहाँ पर क्यों खड़े हुए हैं, right? So you can say in English कि hello boys, why are you standing here? Don't waste your time. Go into the class and do your study. Okay? So many things. It is not the matter कि just you are teaching English then you can speak English. All subjects you are teaching you must know how to speak English. Even if you are teaching Hindi, only in class slightly you can speak in Hindi, but out of the class if you are going to interact the students, अगर आप students से interact कर रहे हैं then only you can speak English. If you are not able to speak English then you are not appointed, तो आप appoint नहीं हो रहे. तो we can say you are working in teaching line, you are working in hotel line, you are working in aviation sector, you are working in mall sector, you are working in insurance sector, anywhere. If you are able to speak English then you can convince your customers very easily, because if you can convince then you can get the more business. So develop these qualities if you want to work. If you want to work on the higher post then you should know how to speak English, because if you are dealing the any kind of high post and you are not able to speak English and your under workers those people who are working under you, जो लोग आपके नीचे काम कर रहे हैं, if they are able to speak English, अगर उनमें से कोई बंदा भी he can speak better than you, अगर वो आपसे अच्छी बोल सकता है, तो you cannot say that person anything because he is standing in the better position, and that's why most of the time you connive from that side and you are not going to say any that person because you know he can speak English better than you. So if you are dealing the high post as a manager post, CEO or SEO, then you must know how to speak English. And if you can develop this quality, अगर आप इस quality को अपने अंदर develop कर सकते हैं, तो many opportunities they are creeping towards you. आपकी तरफ आ रही है. And so learn English, and if you want to learn English, then you can contact on this number. You can learn individual level, you can learn in the batch. If you want to online, offline, any way you want to learn, you can contact on this number and learn English and get promotion in your life and do more and more progress.